Welcome back and prepare to be bedazzled because today I'm going to be demystifying why most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand in the broken economy that is in a ceaseless economic depression have not offered job security since at least 2008, even though the real unemployment rate is at least 97%. So why is this having to be the case, you may ask? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now. Lamentably, much my dismay, much my consternation, much my chagrin, much my grief, much my agony, much my agitation, much my irritation, most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand are often deemed to be dead-end, highly time-depleting, debilitating, minimum wage, dispiriting, unfulfilling, undesirable, harrowing, distressful, brutally wretched, ineffably agonizing jobs that not only dispossess an employee out of almost always sacrosanct time, but that also do not furnish them with anything close to even 1/4 of a subsistence wage for furling housing. Furthermore, most real private sector employers are keen on not offering any benefits nor pensions to the real private sector employees. Moreover, almost 100% of the profits that companies generate are reserved for their shareholders, executives, and external directors. Companies are recalcitrant about offering job security to the real private sector employees. They want to reserve the option to be able to abruptly, on a whim, oust their employees from their employee positions with or without cause at any given moment. They want to be able to have the option to customize their real private sector employee workforce to be tailored to their preferences. It is all the more easier for companies to offer massive compensations to their executives if they forgo offering job security to their employees. It is all the more easier for companies to furnish sizable retainer fees to their external directors if they forgo offering job security to their employees. It is all the more easier for companies to maximize the wealth of their shareholders in the short haul if they forgo offering job security to their real private sector employees. It is all the more easier for companies to maximize their profits in the short haul if they forgo offering job security to their real private sector employees. Even though the real unemployment rate is at least 97% in this broken economy that is in a ceaseless economic depression, there is still a surfeit of candidates who are amenable to working real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand, even though most real private sector employee jobs based on voluntary demand furnish employees with remuneration in the form of a minimum wage. Earning a minimum wage is unconducive to allowing someone to afford to attain an extremely low standard of living. Earning a minimum wage furnishes a person with a negligible amount of purchasing power. Companies want to maximize the productivity level of their real private sector employee workforce. If they were to offer job security to the real private sector employees, then they would not be able to customize a real private sector employee workforce to be tailored to the preferences. Companies want their real private sector employees to be quiet, hired in to fulfill multiple employee roles simultaneously, and they want their real private sector employees to exude maximum productivity at all times amid their employee shifts, the caveat of when their employees go on their breaks. By not offering a modicum of job security to the real private sector employees, the real private sector employees will be all the more amenable to being quiet hired in to fulfill multiple employee roles simultaneously at their employer's company, since I'm demonstrating an iota of reluctance to do so could culminate in them summarily getting ousted from their employee positions. If they had job security, then they wouldn't be trepidatious about getting abruptly ousted from their employer's company if they were to refuse to be quiet hired in and fulfill multiple employee positions simultaneously at their employer's company. So I hope that you deem this video to be riveting, captivating, mesmerizing, insightful, intriguing, engrossing, and amusing. I hope that you're entrenched in the unalloyed epicness. Thanks for watching. Have a blissful day.